welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Central Florida, and a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Franz Wagner was in the Rookie of the Year consideration.
Well, he is definitely ahead of schedule. David, thanks. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got Jones. Collins is out there with Johnson. And it's Sohan in at the four-man position. And for the Magic, Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Fultz in at the point.
And the Magic have been one of the league's worst offenses in recent years. In fact, it's been over a decade since they've been average in that regard. Drafting a ready-made weapon in Paolo Banchero, they hope can help them take a step in the right direction.
And the Magic start out with the ball. Harris outside. Back to Fultz. Pass to Banchero. Rebound by Sohan. Jones with it. Johnson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Spurs.
The defense needs to do more against Johnson. He gets assertive for the finish.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Pass to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Harris looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Carter missing. Pass to Jones. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Collins passes to Johnson. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Fighting down low, big fella Johnson with some hustle points.
Fultz kicks to Harris. The pass to Wagner. From past the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Here's Jones. Passes it to Johnson. Over Carter. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Spurs up 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Heading to the court. It's time to get live.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Evan Vassell out there with Devontae Green. And it's McDermott. And it's Bassey in at the 5 spot.
How about the concentration on that? Isaac able to absorb the contact and still finish with a difficult shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Jonathan Isaac. One shot.
And that one misses.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drop.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now Suggs, and it's blocked. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. McDermott down low. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Jalen Suggs. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Shoot two. Free throw drops from McDermott. The Spurs making a switch here. Wesley's checked in. So he picks up just one from the line that time. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having a couple Hall of Fame. And pro move there, finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Okay, look, that move right there is a product of repetition. He's worked on that, and it pays off over that little larger defender.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. They get the rebound, and he comes up with the deuce.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
And here is Vassell. Can't hit from in close. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Give a big round of applause for your
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Checking out the Spurs. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, I like what I'm seeing on the offensive end. They're keeping things simple, getting to their spots and executing. Nothing fancy. Kind of like Shaq too.
Looking at Orlando, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they're getting almost nothing on the interior. I know we've turned into a three-point shooting league, but come on, guys. We need some kind of presence in the painted area to keep the defense honest.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
Please give a big round of
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Spurs leading by 5. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next 3 years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Harris is the shooting guard. Wagner is the small forward. And it's Fultz in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
Lock at 6. He can't hit that time. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Fultz finds Wagner. Back to Fultz. And that one is off. Spurs leading by 3. Pass to Jones. Out left to the wing. Spurs working the ball around now. Going inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Gary Harris. The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Branham at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Keita Bates-Diop's checked in for the Spurs. Devontae Graham comes in for Jones. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Suggs. And the pass to Houston. Kicks to Suggs. Wagner outside. Rebound San Antonio.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
To the right side. Graham inside the line. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Spurs up by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Magic trail by 5. On the court for San Antonio. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then it's Collins. Then it's Jones. And it's Sohan in at the 4. Now here's Fultz over Jones. They get it again. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
Wendell Carter Jr. taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
Gary Harris is checked in for the Magic. Carter hits them both.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Jones drives in. Floats one up. Johnson's shot is off. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Orlando. They trail by 3. And Carroll passes to Carter. Fultz against Jones. Fultz dishes to Harris. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Vassell. Harris, no good. Spurs leading by 3. Now here's Jones. Here's Johnson. It drops.
Johnson is ready to go when you need him. Tremendous composure there.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're behind by 5. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Which section can be the loudest for a free t-shirt? For the 407. Come on, everybody, make some noise.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Keldon Johnson.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. We know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
All right, thank you, David. Anthony's checked in for Fultz. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Cole Anthony. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Spurs, Kwai taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Paulo Banchero. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Spurs, Kwai. At the line for 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And Orlando has possession. Wagner finds Anthony. Fires the 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Anthony against Jones. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A narrow win under